Okay, good afternoon, folks. Here's Carl's Computer and Coding, and today we're going to take a look at a laptop I just recently purchased. It's from Toshiba, the Tecra S9, or A9 I should say, not the S9. It's the MTS52C MH409C. It's a particular laptop that I just purchased recently from one of my vendors that I have. It's a laptop computer with a built-in Intel Core 2 Duo with the latest dual processor on a single chip with a 160 gig drive and about 4 gigs of RAM. I'm going to be reviewing this today and also upgrading the hard drive internally from a 160 gig drive to a 1 terabyte drive. This system is really good. It's a business class machine coming with 3 USB 2.0 ports, 1 serial port, 1 DVD, a card reader, a PCMCIA slot that's still included, that still exists on some of the older machines like this one, and it's going to be used mainly for my personal use, so I'm going to still keep the original drive that's in there, the 160 gig drive, with Windows 7 on it that came already pre-installed, so I had to reformat the drive and reinstall Windows 7 Fresh, the Enterprise Edition on it. And what I'm going to be putting on the 1 terabyte drive is going to be the Ultimate Edition Ubuntu on it, 14.04. It's going to be the long-term edition from Ubuntu, and it's another distro from Ubuntu that somebody else has made and added some extra features to it that makes it really nice to work with. It comes already default with a set of applications already built into it, and a few other things that I think you'll find lovely on it. So let's go into my little office, and I'm going to show you the actual machine. It's not as what it is as if it was bought brand new, but it's still functional and it's still in good shape. And I only got it for about 160 bucks, not even 125 bucks. And I bought a new battery for it, so at least I have a new battery that'll last me at least 3 to 4 hours. So let's go take a look at it in my shop, give you the lowdown of what it actually looks like, boot it up in Windows 7, and then do the actual upgrade afterwards, after I've shut it down and then taken the battery out. Okay, so let's go take a look. It's fun to see. Let's take a look at it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another computer review from Carl's Computing Corner. Today we're going to be reviewing a nice little machine which I just picked up recently. It's a Tecra A9 from Toshiba, specifically the MH409C. It is a business class laptop from Toshiba itself. It came way back out in the year 2007. It's a business class machine, like I said earlier, with an Intel 2 Duo T73 2 gigahertz from Intel. It's a dual processor on a chip, so it's 2 actual physical cores, 64 bits on a single chip running at 2 gigahertz, with a 15.4 inch diagonal screen, WXGA TFT, which is a flat panel display. It came originally with 1 gigahertz of DDR2 memory, a hard drive of 120 gigs SATA, a DVD super multi double layer drive, modem, LAN, wireless, up to AGNN, with a fingerprint controller on it, so you can actually use your thumbprint or a fingerprint to actually unlock and lock the actual laptop itself. With a serial port in the back, Windows Vista Business Class operating system. This one here actually came with the system originally when
Hey ladies and gents, here's my new latest little gadget that I actually picked up from on Saturday with my colleague Cyprian that I used to work with at a different company. This one here is a Toshiba A9 laptop. It's a business laptop that I had actually bought used. This one here is fully functional. It has 4 gigs of RAM. It's running a Intel 2 Duo processor in it, the T7300, which is basically an Intel Duo 2, or 2 Duo I should say, running a 2 gigahertz processor. It actually has 2 physical cores running at 64 bits each, so basically there's one chip with 2 central cores in it. I'm just going to give you a little rundown over here. As you can see in the front, going from left to right, we have some LEDs for indications of power, hard drive, wireless, and all that. Middle section here, you might not see it clearly, but I'm going to try to use the reflection of the light. We have a built-in microphone, and we also have a microphone plug and headset jack. In the middle after that, we have a volume control, so if you have, let's say, a headset put onto your head, you can also adjust the volume there, along with the lock to turn on and off the wireless physically. So that's actually a key, not a key lock, but a lock itself for the wireless to turn it off and on. Now on the side, here we have the DVD, dual layer DVD writer and reader. So it's read-write with one USB port 2.0 on the side here. Now, going to the back, we have, going from left to right, we have the standard lock for this, where you can use the cord lock. We have a 56K modem, fax modem, along with the power supply, and way over here, we got your 100 gigabit Ethernet adapter, so you basically can plug it directly into the network physically with a Cat5 cable. Your standard VGA out for a secondary monitor. You can get a docking station here because there's a plug underneath on the bottom there. And I've also got a new battery for this, so I paid about $25 extra for the new battery and replaced it there, so that'll last me a little while. We have a 9-pin serial port, so that way we can still hook something serial to it. That's the fans coming in for the fans coming out from the processor, and we have another 2 ports on the left hand side, port 1 and 2, or 3 and 4, or whatever they want. Then we have something interesting here. Most laptops have been phasing out the top connector here. So where my pinky is showing there, that is actually a PCMCIA slot used for hooking up other devices. So like if, let's say for example, you needed an extra serial card in there, you can put that in there. You can also put on some other things in there. And down below that, we have the SD card reader as well. So you can actually take out from your digital devices, like your camera, your digital camera, and actually hook it in. Now, just to give you a little opening of what it looks like on the inside, it's fairly clean. The only thing that's a little not so good is this left mouse button, but that's nominal. That's from the usage. And it also has a security lock, a BIOS security lock that reads your thumbprint. Keyboard's fairly nice. Still taking off some of the tape that was left over on this side and up over here. For $125, it's not too bad. So the only thing is just little minor cosmetic stuff that can be easily fixed up. Again, this has 4 gigs of RAM. It also has a 160 gigabyte hard drive internally, a 2.5 inch. I've also gone as far as getting a 1 terabyte card, 1 terabyte hard drive for this. So I'm going to expand this using that. This here is running Windows 7. I'm going to boot Windows 7 up, just so you can see it's actually running Windows 7. It's a nice little system. I have no complaints. Running with a 64-bit dual core processor on it, and it runs nice. What I'm planning to do with the 1 terabyte drive. I'm going to put that in here as well, and I'm also going to load up Ubuntu Studio, not Ubuntu Studio, the Ultimate Edition of Ubuntu, which is actually made overall to let people try out Ubuntu and be able to do some other things with it. So it has some little extra goodies like software already installed into it. Not only that, it comes with some fancy graphics like what you had in Aero in Windows 7. And it also comes already pre-packaged with some software already installed onto it. So when you do the installation, it'll come already prepared with some stuff. Whereas with Windows 7 here, like I did a refresh installation, I have now to add the software into this here yet. So I'm going to still add some software into this on the 160 gig drive, so I can still use it for my Windows-based operations that I need with this laptop, and also use my Ubuntu Linux when I'm outside and use that as well. So with both of them, it's actually a rather nice little deal here. So I paid about $210 for the whole thing, and the battery charger I don't have here with me, but it's actually on the other side, which I'm going to pick up to do the installation. So let me get this other hard drive in there, boot it in, and then do the installation and come back with that one, and you'll see with this one here how well it looks nicely on it. Okay, so let me put you on hold and I'll be right back.